Live from the Keon Sports Media Network studios, it is by the Playbook, and we finally have our Super Bowl matchup ready to go. I'm Brandon Soder. With me, Patrick Walls, Michael Turnevin. Guys, how we doing? We got one football game left.
I mean, you told us we could do whatever we wanted after 10 seconds. That was longer than 10 seconds.
I mean, yeah, go for it. It's
I've
your
been
pod
better.
now.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, I'm gonna miss you being extremely uncomfortable when starting the show because you're afraid we're gonna jump out at you.
Yeah, I gotta go back and give you guys like a super cut of this because every time we try to count down the beginning of the show, these two find a way to fuck with me. I know we put it in the cold open before, but it's become tradition here. So we're only gonna have a couple more opportunities for you guys to do that this year. So sad for some of us.
Here.
Who is it sad for? Who is watching?
Listen,
Name
our short form
yourself.
content does great.
The WAFs.
The WAFs.
The WAFs
The
are major. But people,
The fog.
speaking of people that watch our short form content, and the person that sponsors said short form content, this podcast is brought to you by Jim McConville of Helene Kia. For over 2
Jimmy.
decades, salesman Jim McConville of Helene Kia in North Olmsted on Lorraine Road, in case you were confused, has been your trusted source for all new and used vehicles. Knowledge of the car buying industry and experience you can trust. Jim makes sure customers are satisfied, safe, and driving away in a car they can afford and enjoy. Visit him today at 27932 Lorraine Road in North Olmsted.
We got it memorized, Jim. I got you.
Thank you, guys.
I'm
sure
doing
Jim
my
wished.
best.
Yeah, Mike did his own thing.
Yeah, he'll get there.
I'll get there.
That's
I'm
a lot of
slow
numbers
learner.
for Mike.
It's way too many.
More than 2 digits. It's a lot going on. So, a couple things. We mentioned the Super Bowl. We're going to give a bigger Super Bowl preview next week going into the game, since obviously we have a 2-week layover for that. And, of course, we got to talk about the Pro Bowl as well. I'm sure we'll get you plenty of in-depth Pro Bowl coverage. Browns Pro Bowl quarterback Shedeur Sanders. But before we get to that, let's talk coach openings. This has been the big thing we've been talking about for weeks now, and of course, and maybe unsurprisingly, the Browns, one of the last teams to not hire a head coach at this point. So just to recap hiring so far, Giants got John Harbaugh, Falcons Kevin Stefanski, Dolphins Jeff Hafley, Titans Robert Saleh. As of last week, that was all the jobs that have been filled. Since that last episode, Jesse Minter has taken over for the Ravens. The Steelers hire White Mike in Mike McCarthy, and the Bills promoted Joe Brady, their offensive coordinator.
Mike Tomlin light skinned.
I was down in Columbus with Patrick a few days ago, and I literally made the joke. I'm like, the Steelers are going to go get Mike McCarthy because he's just the exact same coach. And sure enough, you went from one Mike, whose last Super Bowl was in 2011 and has done nothing of substance since then, and instead hired a Mike, whose last Super Bowl was in 2011 and has done nothing of substance since then.
2010.
It was played in 2011, sorry.
Yeah, then the other Mike's was played in 2012.
Nope. It was Green Bay and Steelers. That was a Packers-Steelers Super Bowl. Packers won that. That was Aaron Rodgers' only Super Bowl win.
Did the Steelers go the next year then against
They
the
went
Cardinals?
the year before against the Cardinals.
Oh, okay. I got it backwards. That's why.
Yeah. So, congratulations. I guess he's won a Super Bowl more recently than Mike Tomlin.
Against
They got that
Mike
going
Tomlin,
for
yeah.
you. Against Mike Tomlin. Yeah, that's probably why they remembered that still.
They have been waiting 14 years to be like, you know what, Mike? We need you out of here because you got your ass waxed by Mike.
We're bringing in the guy that beat you. He earned it.
I just don't understand the hire, I guess. It's
Nobody
like,
does.
It's like repainting your house and going from khaki to light tan. I don't understand the purpose. There's some real fun undertones I can get into with that one, but point being,
I mean,
it's
that
same, but
meme
different.
that you sent today kind of explained it the best. It's like shitting your pants and changing your shirt.
Yep.
I'll take credit for that, even though it wasn't me. But that's exactly.
That was Brandon. My bad.
Yeah. The solid tweet that sums up the entire experience.
Yeah.
So,
Like,
yeah, the Steelers, I completely get the frustration if you're a Steelers fan. Mike McCarthy objectively is a good coach, but you just got rid of a good coach to go and try to do something different. And you've essentially fired back up the same thing, especially if Aaron Rodgers comes back, you're quite literally running back an old system again.
It's like, I don't know. It's one of those decisions where you fire Tomlin because you have somebody in mind.
Right.
You get McCarthy.
Yeah, there's no way McCarthy was the one they had in mind if they waited, what was it, like 3 weeks after Tomlin got fired, or a week
Yeah,
or 2 weeks?
no chance. No
Like
bleeping.
this was not the guy they were trying to get.
But like,
Mm-mm.
then who was? Because
I,
at the point that they
it
hired
just
McCarthy, a lot of the younger guys really hadn't even been hired yet, other than Jesse Minter, I think was right before McCarthy. But other than that, Robert Saleh, Jeff Hafley, Kevin Stefanski, John Harbaugh. You're telling me those are the guys that they had earmarked?
I
I mean,
I feel like they had somebody else earmarked because every other hire they've made has been a mid-30s first-time head coach who they saw something special in, and they've done very well with that. You know,
Are you
Tomlin,
telling me it was Mike McDaniel then?
Chuck, it might have been. And then McDaniel's like, nah, I'd rather just be an OC and, not have to worry about that and just run roughshod and do what I do best.
no, I
I
don't know. It doesn't really make sense.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
Bills. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was agreeing with you.
Oh,
I
fair.
don't get it either.
Bills is the other one I don't want to let completely off the hook here. Um, Again, McDermott, obviously another really good coach, never quite able to get the team to the Super Bowl. But then you go with a move that historically has not worked very well at promoting an internal guy to then take over. I feel like the dynamics are already going to be weird. It's not like they had Joe Brady tabbed from the beginning. They were one of the last teams. I mean, obviously McDermott got fired later, but still one of the last teams to fill their opening. They still took a lot of interviews for this and then ultimately landed on Joe Brady. I mean, I wonder how much like Josh Allen had a say in this. But another move where I don't know that Brady was the new voice that you needed. It wasn't enough of a shakeup, I don't think, to really push the Bills forward.
Feels like an interim hire. Just somebody for a year, maybe 2 years. You push it until somebody else comes up. Like you got somebody else that you're watching for that you think is going to sprout up. I don't know, maybe another like Jaguars guy. Maybe somebody on the Rams pops up and you go, yeah, we're actually getting him for our head coach next year. Joe Brady, you can have a shot, but we don't plan on sticking with you long
Well,
term.
and for a lot of other teams, I feel like Joe Brady could have been that guy. He was like the hot up and comer. He was the passing game coordinator for that LSU team with Joe Burrow. That was
Mm-hmm.
so incredible. And then he's been working his way up through the ranks. So he kind of was a younger hotshot kind of guy. And I would get that for almost any other team. It's just, again, the Bills, he's been the voice in that locker room for a while now. I don't know if you're going to get the desired result from just promoting him.
That's why I'm thinking in the context.
I want to say based on the bullshit that have been the interviews with the higher ups in the Bills, the GM, the owner, all that,
Yeah.
that they probably looked at this as an addition by subtraction. Like they think, oh, Joe Brady's got more of a say in the locker room than McDermott. McDermott's losing it, so it's like, oh, maybe kick him out, bring up Brady, and he might just give us the small spark that we need to make it. But I agree. From the outside looking in, it looks dumb.
Well,
Yeah.
But
and
based on the stupidity coming out of their locker room and shit, to them it's probably seems really smart. Like
Well,
they're outthinking the league. They're going
that's
full
my
Cleveland.
next question, though. It seems like these last few years, it's really starting with Ben Johnson. These coordinators feel a lot more empowered, where they're not just going to grab any head coaching job that kind of comes their way. We've seen a few guys already decide to step away and just be coordinators again, even if they haven't been head coaches
Exclusively
already.
from the Browns.
Yeah, which again, nobody wants the Browns job. We'll get into that in a second, but I do wonder how much that disaster of a press conference that the Bills held after firing McDermott may have pushed some legitimate candidates away. Because that just revealed that they have no real process. They're making emotionally charged decisions and
Mhm.
just going out and immediately throwing people under the bus for guys that are still on their roster. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
and completely lying about it too. Like,
right. So,
Yeah, I just wonder how much of an effect that does have. Because sure, like, that's a toxic owner there, but also you do have a very good team there as
that's
well.
fair.
So you still got that, like, I got to deal with this bullshit. But if he's out of my way, if he gets out of my way, I have a very talented roster to coach here, and that
yeah,
might be worth the risk. It's
Yeah.
not like the Browns where you get both. You get a bad roster and you get a good defense, but
Right.
you get a mostly bad roster and a bad owner, and it's figure it out, man. We're gonna be on
yeah.
your ass when you don't go 10-7.
Yeah, and I'm not saying like obviously the Browns still a much worse situation. I'm not saying that makes the Bills like the least desirable job, but I do think it's factored in for some of these guys who don't want that immediate pressure right away because again, the mindsets are different. Like any other like if this coaching carousel was going on 5 years ago, there's no way like Grant Udinsky just completely pulls out and decides to be an offensive coordinator again. You don't see Mike McDaniel go and just be an offensive coordinator again. Like guys are being a lot more deliberate about this because they know that unless things
Their
completely
leash is
fall
so
apart the
short.
next year, yeah. Um, but they also know they're generally going to be candidates again the next year. The only guy I can really remember that hurting was like Clint Kubiak, who again surprisingly to me doesn't seem to be getting the pub that I thought he would be
Mm-hmm.
in this coaching cycle. But he was a
I
guy
heard
that
Bieniemy too was a big guy.
Yeah.
well, that's right, yeah, and he decided to go to DC to prove himself, and that fell apart. Um,
Yep, and now he's back in KC.
Now he is, yeah. We'll see if we'll
Speaking
see
of a
if they're too
retread,
good for him to be a head coach again. Um, but so all that said, there's still 3 openings. The Raiders, which is interesting because again they have the number 1 overall pick, albeit not much outside of that.
yeah,
The Cardinals, who we've talked about a few times, a rough landing spot, I think, and then the Browns, who already not the most desirable situation, but by all accounts, it sounds like ownership is making it worse.
yeah. So I don't know if it's just because I'm a Browns fan and that's what my ESPN is attuned to, and that's why we're getting so many updates about coaches pulling out. But I can't imagine any like I have seen nothing else about any coaches saying like, "Oh, I'm no longer in the running for the Raiders. I'm no longer in the running for the Cardinals. I'm pulling out myself." Like,
The only
what
other
the
team I
fuck
feel
is
like I've seen
Haslam
that
doing?
with is Philadelphia for their OC job.
Who pulled out for that?
Yeah.
McDaniel pulled out very early. He also pulled out for the Lions. He was very vocal about like where he wanted to go pretty early. And then Brian Dable said no pretty much right away to the Eagles as well.
Well, I mean, Dable was with the Giants. I don't think he wanted to go cross division.
Still though, to take yourself out that fast, I still don't even know if they have an offensive coordinator. I don't think they've actually hired anybody yet.
Mm-mm. No, they don't have anyone yet.
I mean, it's probably a little bit of both, but if I go into an interview and they like push over on notebook paper a test and like, hey, why don't you go ahead and write an essay? Why don't you take a personality test while you're at it? I'd probably
Um,
tell them to go sit on their own thumb too.
I
Like, do
yes,
you
but
think they're
like
getting like a short story and they have to break it down like we used to like in high school? Do you
no,
think
but
they're
you
getting
got to
over?
think it's a high level position. It'd be the same as going in for like a director's position at a corporation. Like you'd
That's
expect them to have some type of, I guess, extracurricular work outside of just the interview.
and that's fair, but like and coming from anybody like us, like I don't think the 3 of us would be surprised by anything that get thrown at us in that. But imagine if you're coming from like a tough guy football culture kind of situation,
That's yeah, I
and
know.
then
I
you're
get that.
walking into the Browns facility and they're like, "All right, what do you see with these 2 pictures here next to each other?" It's probably gonna rub you the wrong way, and
What do you
especially
see
with
yourself
Barry
in
being a
5
Harvard guy, he's a very like, you
It, it's
know,
it's apparently
years?
very numbers oriented.
right.
Like
He's
it
a
is.
fart sniffer. He thinks he's smart and smells his farts.
eh,
Well, the
Cool.
thing
if
is,
he
he
did a
might
good
be
job in
smart,
this
but that
last
could still
draft, I'll
be
take it.
right. The 2 things can be true. He can be incredibly smart and good at his job, and also be a turnoff to NFL head coaches. Like
Oh, for sure.
you got to find the right pairing there. And I thought Mike McDaniel might be the guy that would fit the best with that kind of mindset, but again, he took himself
You
out of the
remember.
running fairly quickly. So candidate wise, here's where we're at. Again, Aditsky pulled out. McDaniel had pulled out. So the last 4 that have actually taken interviews that are still in the pool: Jim Schwartz, Nate Scheelhaas. I hope I'm saying that right. He is the passing game coordinator for the Rams. Todd Monken, the offensive coordinator for the Ravens, and Anthony Lynn, who definitely was not a Rooney Rule interview, the running backs coach for the Washington Commanders. Guys, how are
Mhm.
we feeling about this pool? Obviously, other names could still get brought in. If there's anyone that you want, now's the time to make your case. But
I mean,
what's the
hire
room
Jim
looking like
Schwartz and
for
just
us?
be done with it. I'm tired of this. Just hire.
But then we
Schwartz.
still need an offensive coordinator, and we've already had
That's what
people
scares
pull
me.
out from that. Brian Dable pulled out from being our OC.
Oh, he was ready to go to Tennessee the second he got passed over for the Bills.
Texas.
He was ready.
Dude,
Which
that's gonna
that
be a
scares me.
hard
Robert
year.
Saleh and Brian
That's it.
Dable.
He went to Texas, didn't he?
No, he went to
No.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
He went to Tennessee. Did he really?
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
it was Texas. That was me
Yeah.
asking a question.
No, it's him and Saleh together now, which I like that pairing a lot.
That's
I said
gonna
that's going to be a scary
Really?
team.
Yeah. If they get any talent on that roster, watch out.
Even if they don't, those two will suit up and they'll play.
Dude, seriously, Salah is just gonna kick the shit out of the Jaguars coach every time they play.
Christ.
But,
Yeah,
yeah,
like you're
what do we
saying,
do?
Mike, I feel like Jim Schwartz is the most likely option at this
Mhm.
point. I don't feel particularly great about any of these names that are left here. I've said it all along. Jim Schwartz, I'm fine with if we get a good offensive coordinator to pair with him. And again, that well is dry. And again, the Eagles still have
Shieldhouse.
an opening that's probably going to get filled before ours does. So I don't love that. Shieldhouse, like if you want to try something get like the young guy in here, great, but he's not particularly proven.
Put him at OC. Schwartz head coach, Shieldhouse OC.
That would still technically be a promotion for him.
Yeah,
I don't know why he'd leave the Rams, but at that point,
for the promotion.
so who is the OC for the Rams?
For the
Just
Rams.
Sean
McVay.
McVay.
Just McVay. That makes sense.
I mean, they have an OC, but McVay calls the plays.
Got it.
Oh,
What about? How do you guys feel about Todd Monken?
um,
Older guy, I feel like hasn't really gotten a shake in a while, but is a name that's
Yeah.
always gotten kind of floated around.
We don't have the personnel, I feel like, for him. Like, I don't remember what he did prior to Lamar Jackson is what I'm getting at. He did very well as the OC with Lamar Jackson.
I'm trying to think where
I don't
Monken's had a hell of a journey, if I remember.
as long as it doesn't ruin the relationship with Schwartz, I'm fine with it.
Same.
I feel like we're at the point though, man, where if we don't hire Schwartz as the defensive coordinator, or as the head coach, he's probably gone because there are a lot of DC openings now that are maybe better situations than what we have here long term.
Yeah.
So that
It is.
scares me a little.
Mike LaFleur, just so you're aware, is the
Ah,
offensive
yes,
coordinator
thank
for the
you.
Rams.
I feel like he was also getting interviews and then kind of quietly stopped getting interviews. Let's
He
Sounds
was
like
getting
a-
interviews until he wasn't getting interviews, you say.
There it is, yes.
That is how that works.
All right, so Monken, he has been a head coach before, but it was not in any big context for Southern Miss. Then he's been an OC in the league since 2016, including for the Cleveland Browns, which I 100% forgot about. 2019?
Didn't we talk about that on one of these podcasts?
Not that I remember. Fuck.
I said that would have been after Freddie Kitchens, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't
Freddie
remember that in the
was-
slightest.
No.
Mm-mm.
I thought we talked about that. Oh, well.
Guys, we're dumb.
Yeah, we're not smart.
We are,
That's-
but is there another reason or just that?
But
We're dumb.
I'll say,
That's why
to be
we all
fair,
talk.
2019 was a completely different world. That pre-COVID,
That's true.
those times are ancient.
There we go. Maybe
Just
Todd
before-
Monken.
The before Deshaun Watson times.
Yeah.
You want a proven coach with a 342 win percentage as a head coach in college? 0 for 1
Sure.
in the postseason?
You just can't do it in college. It's like Belichick, man. Belichick can't do it in college, but he did it in the NFL.
That's true.
Maybe that's why he's not in the Hall of Fame.
Most NFL coaches fail at the college level first. Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, let's go to that real quick. We'll get back to the Browns. What the fuck happened with that? Hall of Fame votes going around. Bill Belichick eligible to be voted into the Hall of Fame on the first ballot and did not get enough votes to do so.
Dude, he should have been unanimous.
You have to fire everybody who has a vote. You have to go clean
Yep.
slate after that because that's disgusting. There's no rhyme or reason that should ever happen.
And it's
That guy's the
because-
greatest coach ever.
Because the media didn't like him, man. And that baseball is the
cares?
worst. I agree with you.
Yeah.
baseball's the worst offender of this, where like if you were a dick to media in your playing days, regardless of how good you are, it's going to take you way longer to get into the Hall of Fame if you get in at all, because people can't get over their fucking egos. Football, usually, I feel like that gets set aside. Um, but if Belichick's not a first ballot coach, I don't know
Who
Nobody
who
is.
is. Yeah,
Like
legitimately anybody in NFL history.
it's insane. It's gross. It's a joke.
I don't understand it. Also, didn't realize he's. Wait, yeah, he's eligible already. When was the last time he coached in the league?
When I think he coached for 2 more seasons after Tom Brady left for Tampa.
I feel like it's usually like 5 years before you're eligible. Maybe it's less for coaches. Um,
Well, because Brady left.
2020.
Was it 2020?
Belichick
Yeah.
stopped coaching in 24, so it's got to be different for coaches.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Is it like an age thing, maybe?
That'd be funny.
Maybe.
Just eventually, just hit a mark where you can get voted in regardless of if you're still coaching or not.
Well, I mean, it's like, fuck. What is? There's one golf. Like golf, people are still playing, and they're in the Hall of Fame. Tiger Woods is in the Hall of Fame.
Dead. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. Can't really put a cap on that. Otherwise, nobody would ever show up for the Hall of Fame inductions. Anyway, yeah, the Browns. It seems like they're scaring away all the good candidates. It's getting thin. I guess give me Schwartz out of these guys. Also, the Shieldhouse thing is making me nervous too, because you go out to LA for that second interview. I don't really know why you do that unless you plan on offering him the job. Then the Bills come into the situation and go to interview him. So it's like, okay, maybe he's waiting on that. Bills fill their spot this morning. Shieldhouse has still not said anything. And it appears the Browns are the only real spot for him available. So I'm getting now nervous that he's getting pushed away too by whatever the fuck is going on in these interviews. Whether that's
He goes
Haslam,
to-
Barry, whatever.
If he goes to the Cardinals, I will LOL so hard.
There's no universe where that's unless again if you take ownership out of it, there is no universe where Arizona is a better opening.
No, not at all. But maybe Sean McVay pissed him off, and he really wants to get back at Sean McVay twice a year. He won't, but maybe he wants to try it.
I mean, we saw that offense is very good when they have a, league average quarterback.
Yeah. Michael Wilson. Who would have
I thought
thought?
the Rams for a second. I'm like, hold on.
No, no. I'm talking about the Cardinals. I mean,
Stafford.
they're going to be getting James Conner back.
I
Whatever
don't-
the fuck the other backup was who destroyed his knee.
Benson.
Yeah, Trey
Yeah,
Benson.
Trey Benson. He's going to come back. They've got Trey McBride, Michael Wilson. Came out of nowhere.
The
Marvin
problem is they're in
Harrison.
quarterback purgatory right now, and they have a difficult contract with Kyler. But yeah, the roster's not as bad as it has been previous.
What pick
I mean, we're also in quarterback purgatory and have an awful contract with Deshaun.
Mhm.
What do you mean? We have a Pro Bowler. Can we talk about that now, guys?
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead.
do it. Let's do it. I got nothing to say about it.
Nope.
Yeah, let's
So-
do it.
Perfect timing. Browns have a Pro Bowl quarterback in Shador Sanders. Now, like everybody, I
First
initially
since
was like,
2008.
which was Derek Anderson, which is
Yeah.
incredible. My first reaction, like everyone else, was like, okay, this is just straight up for media attention? Pretty much everyone else said no.
Yeah.
Everyone else is
Or
either
was
fucking
hurt.
hurt in the Super Bowl or just straight up said, I'm good. I think he was quite literally like the 13th or 14th quarterback asked.
He was
in the
basically the
AFC.
last choice. The only person he was ahead of were Cam Ward and Dylan Gabriel.
Cam Ward's
Yeah,
hurt.
so do
Oh,
you
yeah,
want to
shit,
go
Cam Ward
through the
can't.
list?
Dylan
Do you want to go through the list of how he made it, or do you want me to?
If you've got it, go for it.
How Shadur made the Pro Bowl, an AI-generated story.
By Dr. Seuss.
By Dr. Seuss. Out/injured. Patrick Mahomes,
I
Josh
thought you were
Allen,
gonna try
Justin
Ronnie
Herbert,
at
Bo
first.
Nix, Daniel Jones, Cam Ward. Super Bowl bound. Drake May, the train enthusiast. Declined/not playing. Lamar Jackson, C.J. Stroud, Trevor Lawrence, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 quarterbacks went
Now we
before
can count in double.
Shadur.
So
what?
legitimately, who was he picked ahead of? I'm trying to
Two
think
other
who wasn't
quarterbacks?
named.
Tua.
Tua, which isn't
That's
much.
kind of sad. For Tua.
And I guess like Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think that probably be
Tyrod
about it.
Taylor.
Started.
Tyrod, I don't think played enough games.
That doesn't matter. Tyler Huntley made a Pro Bowl.
Tyler
That's-
Huntley played like 7 or 8 games that year.
Yeah.
The
It's
same amount
crazy.
of games as Shador played.
All I know is it's perfect timing, baby. It's the truth. He made a Pro Bowl year 1. Are you kidding me? He's a stud.
Oh,
got rid
Geno
of a head
Smith
coach
wasn't on that list.
Got rid of a head coach that got us a Pro Bowl quarterback, man.
History remembers records. That's it.
The funniest thing is the amount of Browns fans and media in general who are going to talk themselves into saying like, "Oh, the Browns are good now. They've got a Pro Bowl quarterback. Like they've got the answer at quarterback moving forward."
Yep. This is
I
going to
love
be
it.
one of the. Go ahead, Mike.
I just said I love it.
This is going to be one of those things where in like 5 years you ask like ChatGPT about Shador and he's like, yeah, he was a great quarterback. He made a Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
I still believe in Shador, and I think he's our best option for next year at
Yes,
least.
agreed.
But goddamn, he is not a Pro Bowl quarterback. I will not be addressing him as such without joking about it.
Well, he might be one of our only options if your Falcons decide to swoop up Dylan Gabriel.
If that happens, this will become a 2-man podcast.
We have to figure out how to send the invite first.
I'll leave parting instructions. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
My
Thanks,
suicide note will include a link to Riverside, so you guys can get on here and record.
I'm just bummed out you left us with Riverside.
Yeah,
Leave
so
me
you
out of the
could-
world.
I'll get you a better option. Come on
We'll,
the
we'll
pod,
go
defend
back to
yourselves.
Google Meets. There's only 2 of us.
That's true.
There's no time limit then.
Perfect. So this might actually work out for everybody.
It's a win-win.
I hope that those rumors are only happening because it's Stefanski, who obviously wanted Gabriel and also 2 left-handed quarterbacks. But
Dude, I fucking hope you guys take him.
they're gonna get Dylan Gabriel and then Tua.
I will.
Someone's
die.
gonna work.
That quarterback.
Then
room-
they'd have 2 left-handed Hawaiian-born players.
Yeah.
And
And Michael
Kirk.
Penix.
Yeah,
And Kirk.
and a penis.
I forgot about Kirk. He's still technically on the roster.
It's the
He's
funniest.
going to
room
be your
of-
starting quarterback week 1 at the moment.
Can you imagine them like going out on like a team retreat or like a quarterback retreat to get to know everybody, and it's fucking Kirk Cousins and then those 3? What are they
I
gonna
feel like
talk
Dylan
about?
Gabriel would get along very well with Kirk Cousins. He seems like a
I've-
fucking nerd.
Maybe.
Like just total boring person. Like, oh yeah, I like to go to the flea market with my wife on Saturdays. Sometimes
See-
we do some Goodwill shopping. Yeah, we like
Kirk
to do
is the-
charitable things.
Kirk is the nerd who got accepted by all the cool kids and is cool by association. Dylan Gabriel's the nerd who got his ass kicked by the cool kids.
That's true.
I
He's
like
been
that.
shoved into at least one locker.
Yeah, because he fits.
That's
It's
true.
not a punishment for him. It's just like, all right, just go in, and he goes in and closes the door himself.
It's like, all right, guys. Like, but he's also laughing. He thinks it's a joke. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
guys, how funny is this? Like, check
Yes.
this out. He's like, guys, this
He was
is
getting
great.
Yep.
he was getting bullied by Diego Pavia despite the fact that they're the same height.
Diego being 5'9".
He was getting bullied by the teachers.
Oh yeah.
He's
Teachers
that
even looked at
kid.
him.
Fuck, please. I can't. We've gotten enough Browns cast-offs. Please do not send us fucking Dylan Gabriel.
Dude also was reminding the teacher that she didn't collect homework. He was also that
Oh
kid.
god, yeah, he was the
Uh-huh.
worst kid in high
And the
school. I know
Teacher
it.
calls him a fucking narc.
I don't think his
Mhm.
tattoos are even real. They're probably just pen ink that he scribbled on himself.
It's
Oh,
just
no,
a henna
no.
tattoos that he gets redone every morning.
You know they're like the piece of gum tattoos that he sticks on. That's why they're
For the-
always in a slightly different place every day.
The bazooka bubblegum tattoos.
Yeah, or like the fruit stripe gum.
I love this.
Guy's
Has
a
turned
fucking
into a
dweeb.
everybody shit on Dylan Gabriel session, who was not a Pro Bowl quarterback.
Thank
right.
God, if he got
Fucking trash.
imagine if he got the invite instead.
That would actually be really fun. They should have done it. Like, fuck the Browns. They're a joke. Let's invite Dylan Gabriel. Guys, this will be hilarious.
Bailey Zappi, come on down. You're the third string quarterback for the worst team in the fucking league.
There's
Yeah.
no way it would fly because the two players have too much pride, but if they did like a not so Pro Bowl, that would be great.
Yes.
The Joe
Like,
Bowl.
just the almost guys there, yeah. Yeah, Justin Fields, come on down. Jared Stidham, come on down. Stetson Bennett, College Jesus, you're up, bud.
All right, last thing about coaches, I promise, and I am blatantly stealing this from another podcast, but I love the idea. So, the Rooney Rule, while I understand why it exists, and it should exist to some extent, has become a joke again. Hence why the Browns interviewing Anthony Lynn, the Bills interviewing Shieldhouse at the last possible second. I forget who else. There was someone else that was it Brandon? No, not State. Someone else got like an interview out of the fucking blue who didn't deserve one and was never going to get it. So fuck that. Let's bring in the Looney Rule, where you're required to go out and interview just like one completely out of the box fucking candidate that's been rumored to you at some point.
Freddie
Like-
Kitchens.
I want Condoleezza Rice.
Mm-mm. Bring
Phillip
in the homeless
Rivers.
guy. Bring in the homeless guy that told Haslam to draft
There we
Johnny Man.
go.
Bring that guy in. That's a real loon dog. Bring him
100%
in.
support that. You're the Dolphins interview an actual Dolphin. Fuck it.
Yes, Snowflake from Ace Ventura.
Yes. See?
He's going to coach them and kick field goals.
Now we're onto something. Bills, Dan Marino.
No,
Keep
if you were, but like,
No, it wasn't. No,
Why
I
Dan
got my
Marino?
quarterbacks mixed up in that movie. Never mind.
ooh, you
Jim
know
Kelly?
who I want?
Yeah, there we
I
go.
was, I was gonna say do celebrities. I want Drew Carey. Drew Carey's my pick. Cleveland legend Drew Carey.
Bob Euchre.
Bob
There we
Uecker.
go. All right. Anyway, we're at transition. Hard pivot. Championship games. Both good games, technically.
Fucking Sean Payton.
Yeah.
Ass
So Patriots 10, Broncos 7.
Um,
Closer
Did
game
I-
than I thought it was going to be. Go ahead.
did I text you guys or did I just tell Sam they're not gonna kick a field goal when they should? They're gonna go for it on fourth down. They're not gonna get it, and they're gonna lose because of that. Did I text
I
you
think I
guys
just
that?
told Sam.
Yeah, it was probably
Because-
the same thing, but
Literally called that before the game started, and what happened? Fucking
it wasn't
idiot.
even just. It was the context. They were up 7-0 at that point. What's his face? Stidham looked serviceable. He'd thrown a touchdown at that point, but he wasn't lighting it up by any means. You still knew you had a backup quarterback and a snowstorm coming, and don't take the points there. And it just
And the fact that you
fell
threw
apart
the
from
ball and you didn't try to run it.
Right.
4th and 2 from what, the
putting it
7?
in Stidham's hands.
Yeah, they won't expect it.
Yeah, this was all Sean Payton. I mean, it's tough because I think there's a lot of other coaches that wouldn't even be in that game, other than Sean Payton. The fact that you had Stidham and you had a chance almost that entire time, he deserves credit for that. But he did ultimately lose them the game as well because the Patriots had absolutely nothing going on
No,
offense.
That
Nothing.
that was one of the most boring football games I have watched in a while.
Yeah. And then the snowstorm comes. You guys ever play Halo Reach before? Like the second half, the snowstorm comes, you just see like at the top, survive. That's it. Just make it out of here, guys. That's it. We're
When the
not trying
Patriots
to-
took that literally, they were running clock with about 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Dude, they were running clock in the 3rd quarter.
Because they knew that the Broncos couldn't do anything at that point. They had
Yeah,
used up.
neither team.
Yeah.
Neither
Broncos
team
had a field
any
goal attempt
offense.
at the end that got tipped. Credit to the Patriots for that. Patriots defense played very well. But the one touchdown the Patriots had, again, was that big mistake that Stidham made where he, like, panics and kind of throws the ball backwards and it gets
Mhm.
picked up and I think, May ran it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the game.
And then the Patriots kicker missed what, like 3 kicks?
I don't remember how many. But either way, as a Broncos fan, you're going to be remembering this for a long time because
Oh yeah.
you had
This
a backup
hurts.
quarterback. It was doom and gloom the whole time. You get into the game, suddenly you feel like you had a chance. Patriots put on one of the worst performances of any playoff team this year, and you still just can't get it done. And it comes down to maybe 2 plays: the going for it on fourth down, and then Stidham's backwards pass. We're
Yeah.
that close.
You know, it was such a bad game.
So now we get Drake May in the Super Bowl. Okay. For the first like maybe 6 games of the season, it was like, oh, cool. Like, I know it's the Patriots, but it's a different iteration. It's a young quarterback. This is cool. We're getting new blood in there. No one thought they'd be good. And by the time the playoffs rolled around, it's like, fuck, it's the Patriots again.
Yeah. I was
They're
gonna say from
bad.
like week 16 on, it's been like, come on, like this has been a fun story. It was the opposite of the Bears. The Bears were like, yes, I'm pulling for them. They're gonna sneak it out. Like, this is awesome. The Patriots, just stop. Lose a game. No
And
one
I,
wants you
and
here.
I think the problem is they're now playing Patriot football again, where at points Drake May was slinging it around. It was exciting. It was fun to watch. And now we're right back to 150 yards a game, win it with your defense, drain the clock,
Yeah.
like the old Brady days. Not calling him
He had
Brady because he certainly
86
hasn't played
yards.
like it.
He
But,
threw for 86 yards.
and they won.
Wild.
Got outplayed by Jared Stidham. And they won.
Yeah.
We were rooting so hard for the Chiefs' downfall, and our reward is the Patriots back in the Super Bowl. God is cruel.
Because Josh Allen is trash.
It
I
is.
will stand by that drunken Uber ride home from Beer Fest. Josh Allen is a fraud.
You're such a hater, and I love
Strongly
it so
disagree.
much. I
That's
love it so
fine.
much.
Fraud.
I'll enable that shit all day.
When did
What
this
do you-
narrative flip? Wasn't it Mike at the beginning of the year that's like, Josh Allen's going to do something to make everybody hate him, and then Patrick's like, I'll do it.
No.
Right there.
See, I started disliking Josh Allen when he unfairly won the MVP last year.
Disagree with
I
that.
will die on that hill. He did not deserve it.
I do think Lamar deserved it, but I don't think it was like so egregious to start
I still
hating the
think
guy.
you guys misinterpret what MVP means. He's the most valuable player on his team. Lamar has
If
Derek
we're-
fucking Henry behind him. He's got another
If we're
MVP
going by
caliber
that
player.
aspect, Joe Alt should be the MVP of the entire fucking league.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a solid one. But he's a lineman, and nobody cares about
Miles
non-skill
Garrett
positions.
should be the MVP of the league.
Oh, he's
The
a
fact that
defensive-
Miles
Josh-
is getting zero consideration is nuts.
He should probably be defensive player of the year, right?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna be
He's
defensive
100%,
player of the
yeah.
year. But I'm just saying, if we're gonna base it on the most valuable player on their team, I still think that there were people higher than Josh Allen last year. I can't name them off the top of my head. I'll do some research and I'll say it's something next week, but I'm basing it off the way that they have done it for years. It should have been Lamar. So they already put a bad taste in my mouth, and then this whole season he has been dog shit for 45 minutes a game. Comes out for 15 minutes, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's the greatest thing since fucking sliced bread." Suck a dick.
He is sliced bread. Yeah. No. He's a fourth quarter merchant is what he is. That's what you think he is.
We're talking about Bo Nix or we're talking about Josh Allen?
Same player.
Could be both.
Same play.
goddamn player.
Could be the same, actually.
Same
fourth
I
quarter
was gonna say, look at the stats on the season.
Caleb
I will-
Williams, same player.
I will argue that they are not that different.
No.
There's
Also
not a
funny.
big enough difference.
I think Josh Allen and Bo Nix also suffer from not having a great receiver. Like they both
Okay.
need a receiver on their team. No, I'm just drawing comparisons.
Yeah.
Relax,
what was
guy.
Tom Brady's excuse
Relax,
when his best
guy.
receiver was fucking Ben Hogan?
Hey,
Or Chris Hogan, sorry, not Ben.
Chris Hogan. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, Hoagie's for Hogan.
Yeah,
Wait,
So
Chris
the-
Hogan.
The comparison
God.
now is to a Hall of Fame quarterback, greatest of all
I'm just
time.
saying, if you're gonna make the excuse of, oh, Josh Allen doesn't have a supporting cast, he does. Like, yeah, he might not have the best receivers. He has top 3 running back, top 5 maybe tight end.
I mean, the guy's getting no help from his coach. He just got fired. Like, what do you mean? He's got no coaching help.
Have you seen that front office?
Yeah, but then
They're a
they just
goddamn mess.
they promoted his offensive coordinator. So what?
Baker gets
Where's
these-
the argument there?
Josh
Make it make
Darnold doesn't
sense.
get it, too. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable right now.
So we all agree Josh Allen's fraud. Cool. Next topic.
He's the Baba fucking Yaga, is what he is. He's spooky.
You heard it here,
Anyway.
folks. First on the By the Playbook podcast, Josh Allen, overrated. Bad guy. Unplayable.
I'm not going to say bad guy, but
Well, he's a cuck. Michael B. Jordan's definitely slamming his wife all day.
I
I'll
mean,
say
to be
so's
fair, I would
the,
let Michael B. Jordan slam my wife. He's earned it.
I don't remember who the voice of Miles Morales is in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but he's also probably slamming Haley Steinfeld.
She's a little hot. Anyways, next topic. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going.
You
Let's
suck at
keep it
quarterback
going,
and your
guys.
wife is a hoe. Well, congratulations to the Patriots. Yippee yay yahoo. Next game, much more exciting. And
Oh yeah.
shouldn't have been surprised because this had been an insane trio. Rams 27, Seahawks 31. Seahawks took the lead at the beginning and never relinquished it, but the Rams felt like they were knocking on the door the entire time. I want to say before this, the matchup, I think there was like a 1 yard and 1 point difference between the
it was
two
1
teams.
point in favor of the Rams and
Mhm.
1 yard in favor of the Seahawks.
Insane.
Now it's 3 points in favor of the Seahawks, and I'm not going to try and do the math, but
That's-
like
yeah, we're not a
75
math
yards in
podcast.
favor of the Rams.
Not a math podcast. But again, another incredible game from these two. The Rams, I mean, I have a gut feeling that we watched our Super Bowl here. The Rams were a great
for sure.
team, like stacked from top to bottom. Matt Stafford just completely turned back time, where we thought he was all kind of on the doorstep. Almost, they talked about it plenty on the broadcast, but nearly started the season on IR. And it was the main reason that none of us were super comfortable picking them to go much farther than winning the division.
You keep including me in this argument. Stop it. I'm not
I say he-
involved.
He was not a part of it. It was
I'm
you
a
and me
Stafford
saying that
believer.
there's no way
Stop
his back
saying
holds up.
us.
Sorry,
There's
the
no us.
general public. All right,
You can say majority, but not
Majority,
us.
Mike
sure.
had
Mike was right. the
Mike
whole
must
time.
have. I say he must have had some insider information to know that he was perfectly fine and it was just a smoke screen.
Mike
I
is
believe in
that.
Matthew Stafford.
He was the like glass table salesman or whatever the fuck that Stafford was laying on for
Yeah,
2
say
weeks.
Mike's got millions of dollars that we no longer know about because he and Matt Stafford pulled this Houdini shit on the entire world.
I
Yes.
was gonna say, man, my DraftKings accounts is looking nices.
Anyway,
He put down $10 when it was plus 70,000 for Matt Stafford to win the MVP.
Book it.
but it's safe to say I don't think either MVP candidate was very highly bet on at the beginning of the year.
Oh, no, absolutely not.
I can't imagine. But again, tight game between these two teams. The Seahawks, man. Like, I know it was a close game, but it's always going to be when you're playing the Rams, and especially when you're playing a division opponent for the third time in the year. They look like a fucking machine right now. Like
Yeah.
defensively, they have been rock solid at every level. That front is terrifying. The Rams were the best offense in the league and could not get it done the last 2 times they played them. And on top of that, the one thing you were worried about in Sam Darnold just went out and played the best game of his career on the biggest stage he's ever had to be.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking rules, man.
GE
So
Cubis.
if we're gonna talk about quarterbacks we did not have any faith in going into this season,
Yep.
Sam Darnold was getting so much hate from us, especially because Mike was constantly saying GE Cubis last year. And going into this season, it's like, oh well, he's gonna be ass. Like JSN had a pretty decent season last year. No one expected those two to
Yeah.
click the way that they did.
I was number one on that. I think I either had them in third or fourth in the division. I don't remember, but my whole point was I thought at the time you downgraded your quarterback because Gino was playing well in Seattle,
Yep.
and then you also got rid of a bunch of your offensive weapons and stuck Sam Darnold in there, and were just like, all right, figure it out, dude. Like you're in
Yeah.
a much worse situation than you were in Minnesota. Like, I don't think a lot of people thought he was going to have a lot of success there, and nobody thought he was going to be able to take this team to the Super Bowl.
No way. You could have seen some success, maybe. You could sell me on, like, oh, yeah, they're going to
Not in
have
the
a winning
stacked
record.
NFC, though, man.
Not a Super Bowl. Not the best team coming out of the NFC West. It's
I
crazy.
I felt like it was going to be the NFC North of last year, where they were what, an 11-16, but they were going to be third in the division.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's wild, man. I
I'm
love
very
that
happy
dude.
for him.
Instead, 13-3 or 14-3 and number one in the division.
I hope he gets one. That
I do
that dude
too.
deserves
Dude,
a
that'd be
Super Bowl.
so cool.
And also, 4D chess move by the Jets because the Jets drafted Sam Darnold, kicked him down the road here, and now he ends up in the Super Bowl on the Seahawks to knock the Patriots off.
Yes,
4D chess ruining the Patriots' success.
I'm sure
100%
as a
worth it.
Jets fan, you love to see the quarterback that you used a third overall pick on, spent 4 years trying to develop, go to a different team and go to the Super Bowl and play your most hated rival. You see one team you hate succeeding. You see a quarterback who you invested so much in succeeding with someone else. Jets fans hate their lives right now.
See,
But
part
it's
I
like a mutual breakup where it's like you're both toxic for one another. So you're like, we finally figured it out. We're going our separate ways. But then you see
You
like,
don't want to
oh
see them
wait,
have success. You want
I
them to be
still
miserable.
suck. Yeah, I still suck. I'm still a toxic person. You went to therapy and got it figured out, and now you're
Yep.
making like six figures. You have a smoking hot wife, husband, whatever you've got. You got the kids. You got the nuclear family, the dog. Man,
The
I
white picket
suck.
fence.
The white picket fence, exactly. And
Yeah.
shit, man, I'm still the Jets.
I I do think there is a I do think there is a large sector though of Jets fans that are still kind of pulling for the guy because it really wasn't Darnold's fault um, that he failed there, and I think like that was when a lot of fans really started to realize how dog shit this entire ownership and like management regime was because their big move like cause it wasn't a sure thing to move on from Darnold. He was not playing well, but it wasn't a like so bad like oh my god we got to get rid of him and figure it out.
It
But
wasn't Zach
then
Wilson.
they still actively decided to
Oh,
get rid of
yeah.
him and go draft Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
So I do feel like a lot of Jets fans have kind of been able to compartmentalize that and be like, oh, this wasn't Sam failing. This was us failing Sam. Good luck, dude.
It's like some of us with
go
Baker.
win one to prove how fucking dog shit this ownership structure is. So maybe something will change.
Yeah.
It won't.
It won't.
Nope.
It won't.
But you're also playing the Patriots, so
I
also
say
go Sam.
not until Madden ratings make sense or the owner sells the team.
I'll just settle for a guy not named Brick to be involved in my personnel decisions. Unless he's a defensive coordinator.
Or
Then
an
I think
offensive
Brick's
lineman.
acceptable. Or an offensive line, yeah.
DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
DeBrickashaw.
Brickashaw sounds cool. Just fucking Brick. Brick.
Oh, I mean, it could be short.
Yes, I'm sure his child's name is DeBrickashaw. That would make sense.
Wouldn't be the first Jets person associated with the Jets to be named DeBrickashaw.
That's
DeBrickashaw Jr. sounds pretty great.
DeBrickashaw. Is it Woody Johnson? Is that the owner of the Jets?
Yeah,
No, it's DeBrickashaw.
DeBrickashaw Johnson?
that's his middle name.
Oh, okay. Brick DeBrickashaw Johnson.
Woodward DeBrickashaw Ferguson.
Next.
This is slowly turning into a Key and Peele
Next
skit.
topic.
Well, here's the neat thing, guys. This is a short pod today. So Patriots Seahawks Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara. That will be 2 weeks from now, and we'll give our quick picks here before we get out. But we got the Pro Bowl next week, so I'm sure we'll talk about that. But otherwise, we will give a more in-depth breakdown of what we think is going to happen in the Super Bowl, preview the matchup, go through some prop bets for you guys because those are always fun. Talk about how all the middle-aged white men are going to complain about Bad Bunny's terrible halftime performance that hasn't happened yet.
Who's apparently wearing a dress for it, so it's going to be even better.
Oh, good.
What an asshole.
I cannot wait to read those comments.
Personally, I will be turning into Turning Point USA's halftime show, which has yet to be announced.
We got a fucking Latino in a dress out here. This is bullshit.
I've already seen some tweets of like, yeah, imagine watching this with your son, seeing a grown man come out in a dress and being like, "Yeah, man, that's what a real man is like." Like, good luck with that.
This is my NFL.
It's like, I'm sorry, what?
Not my halftime show.
Not my halftime show. Where are the fireworks? Where are the dudes with their shirts off playing guitar?
Yeah, I want Aerosmith again.
What, he's wearing a dress? That's fucking gay. Show me a shirtless guy. Let me see some ripped abs. That's not gay.
Let me see Michael Jackson's sister's titty again.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's it. I couldn't remember her first name for a second.
Hell yeah.
Neither could they. It's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So the Superb Owl matchup should be noted last week. Me and Patrick were still tied after, what'd you say it was, 170 some odd games?
Yes. I say at the time it was 170 games on the dot.
So I am now up by 1 game going into the Super Bowl. I got both matchups right last week. He got the Seahawks game correct. Mike has just been fucking off these last 2 weeks. He knows he got it secured already. So he went 0 for 2. So the only fair way to do this, because Patrick could still tie it with the Super Bowl. If he gets it right, I get it wrong. I play fair. I'm not going to bitch out and just pick the same team. But Mike has some system in place, I guess, to figure out who's going to get to pick
Some
first.
question.
I mean, it's not a system. You guys just tell me when you're ready.
All right, go for it. Are we answering one at a time or together?
You're answering one at a time. Brandon, I'm going to ask the question. You answer as quickly as possible. And then, Patrick, you answer immediately after him. All right? It's very simple stuff. Could not overcomplicate it. And you got to be quick. No bullshit, no pussyfooting, no being like, wait, I think. No, you answer right away. All right?
Jim.
If you don't answer right away, you lose.
Well, Jim, did you know that Bluey was a girl?
Ever eaten a football?
The question is actually, what does a football taste like? No. The question is, how many total lawsuits were filed against Deshaun Watson?
Oh, shit.
25.
27.
Oh, Patrick wins. He's closer. It's 24.
It is. Damn it, as soon as I said that.
Total lawsuit. And you
I
did
knew it was
exactly
24
what I
and
told you
25.
not to fucking do. You said, oh, how many was that?
Damn it.
So, congratulations, Patrick. Would you like to pick first or second now?
Go Birds!
Go Birds! He's picking the Birds. Seahawks are on the board.
We'll
I
have to
love it.
find another tiebreaker.
Enjoy your Patriots, idiot.
Yay.
Drake,
and for-
may I drag these nuts over your face?
Gay for May. Gay for May. Gay for May.
Fun fact, Drake May. Yeah, and also for context of the Bird Bowl thing, we all went to a beer fest this last Saturday. Shout out to the Great Lakes Science Center. Always a great time, but it's the end of the night. We find our way into the VIP room that we get into every year, even though no one's supposed to be in there that hasn't bought a ticket for it, because they stopped giving a shit at some point. And we got a green beer called Go Birds. It's actually really good. And people
It
kept
was
coming
solid.
up and asking like what it was. And between the three of us, we just kept shouting back, "Go Birds!" and "Bird Bowl!" or some combination of the two.
Or,
Oh. Yeah, there was one point where some dude came up and, like, drunkenly came up to us drunk and went, what is that in your hand? Go Birds! It's Go Birds! Just full-on body convulsion when you're doing it, too. It was fucking great. It
was so much
good.
fun.
It's like a smoothie beer. I don't even
Like a
know what
Shamrock Shake.
it was. All I know
think
is
it
I
was
was
like-
fucked up and loved it.
I know it was pineapple and kiwi. I can't remember the third flavor.
That's pretty neat.
Brother, I barely remember being in there. Good for you. Anyway.
Yeah. I wonder what you sat in on the Uber ride home, by the way.
Dude, I gave that
Because your
man
left
1
ass cheek
star.
was soaked after we got a second look in the light.
That's what happens when you sit in the front seat of an Uber, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, what would you expect? It's an Uber XL. We had 6 people walk up there, and the front seat is just covered in trash. It's like, you got room for 6 in here? He's like, oh yeah, give me a second.
Yeah.
And just grabs all the shit out of the front seat and then puts it in his trunk. It wasn't stuff that you would want to keep. Like, it was bags of loose trash.
You never know when you're going to need it.
Can we also address this fucking bugaboo? Because why the fuck Are we in 2026 and we just Uber XLs? Yeah, sorry, you can't sit in the front seat. I know it's meant for six. Are you fucking stupid? Were you
Yeah.
kicked dumb? Move your fucking shit into the trunk, man. I called it an XL because I have more than four people. What
Yep.
the fuck are you thinking?
Yes, sorry. It's not because I want to sit in comfort in your fucking Honda Odyssey.
Yeah, piece of shit Honda Odyssey that smelled like fucking asshole, by the way.
Yes, if I wanted luxury and comfort, I would have gone Uber Black,
Yeah, I'm
not
paying
Uber
20.
XL.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. Blows me away. Like, oh shit, yeah, I didn't think about this. Why are you Ubering, man? Fuck you.
So yeah, shout out to Uber. Come on the pod, defend
Fuck Uber.
yourself. Sponsor the show.
Lyft is better.
So much better. You just feel cleaner. I don't know what it is. I really don't. It's like the difference between shopping at Whole Foods and shopping at Walmart, like for groceries.
You
The
feel
Lyft
cleaner.
just feels
You
cleaner.
probably won't sit in a wet spot.
Yeah, probably. Your
Slightly better
chances, your
chance.
odds are significantly higher to not sit in a wet spot. Maybe Patrick made the wet spot.
That's definitely possible.
I definitely didn't because it was
Sat
there
and
as
go
soon
birds.
as I sat down. I sent that text message immediately after sitting down.
That is.
Why
very
am I
true.
wet? My wife's in the back seat. This doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Also, Brandon completely missed out on all the text about how our first Uber driver wanted to fuck me. So that was.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Because that dude was just. It was baby making music for like a solid 20 minutes, and he ended it off with like the weekend and I'm not gonna hurt you. I just want you to trust me. It's like, holy shit, man. Do I make
Get
the
his
first
number?
move here? That was
Yeah, I
crazy.
said, you missed out on $100. I told you. All you had to do was put your hand on his thigh.
Yeah. No, my Uber banned.
Didn't have to say anything. Didn't have to make eye contact. Just
I'm here for you.
hand on the thigh.
Yeah, that was good stuff. Yeah, Brandon missed all of that, which is crazy.
I was locking
What
in.
were you doing?
I was locking in.
To
Doing
what?
what?
The music?
Yeah.
No, I actually don't really remember. Not gonna lie. I have
All
no
five
excuse.
people were on their phones, and you're just sitting there like, "Oh, it's
That's
snowing
raw
outside
dog.
today." Huh? This is crazy, man. They were right about the snow.
Some weather we're having. All right, well, that's gonna do it, guys. We're under an hour today. Good job, everybody.
Or like,
Whoa,
proud of you.
whoa. I have one more thing.
Oh,
what do you got?
another thing.
Yeah.
What's your thing?
So, well, considering that we, outside of Shador and our coach, we didn't really have a whole lot of positive things to talk about, I wanted to pile on
Oh.
a little bit and kind of go into our draft just slightly, go into what we can expect with the 6th overall pick. So,
Okay.
my thinking was a keep 4, cut 4 of 6th overall picks in the last 25 years.
Okay.
So you two are gonna just make the decision on who to keep, who to cut. I'm giving them off one at a time.
Ooh.
So
Oh, okay. So just in
Alright.
order.
Yeah.
6th overall picks from the last how many years?
the best list I could find outside of like one of those ones where like you
Oh
click
no,
the
he's
slideshow
back.
shit and you only get one picture at a time was 25 years. So from 2001 on.
Okay, so you just took six. Is it
So,
just the best six, or
so-
you just took just some six out of that list?
No, I took 8.
Or eight?
So keep 4, cut 4.
Right, but did you take the best 8 in your opinion, or did you just take
No,
the 8 that you just?
I
okay,
just took
okay,
8.
okay. That's
So
good
you
context.
could, you
Could
could
even be a boat.
start off and take all 4 and get fucked over.
Ooh.
Or I did mix them up a little bit.
All
But
right, all right. Let's see.
all right, so starting off, number 1, Jamal Adams.
Cut.
Jesus.
Wow.
No, I'm not cutting him. Give me.
Yeah,
I'm taking
are we collaborating on this, or are we each just deciding? Like, do me and Mike have to?
That
agree?
is up to you. If you want to collaborate, go for it. If you want to keep your separate lists and
Let's
see
do
who's
this,
the
Mike.
bigger
Let's
dummy.
be a
My
collective
team's gonna be
GM.
better. I do not want to be part GM with him.
Wow.
I'm taking Jamal Adams.
You can be my Kwefe Adofu Mensa to my Andrew Barry, and you're just like
God bless you. I think you just sneezed.
Thank you.
Hey, I mean, kudos to you for getting that right. That was impressive.
Brother, I was on radio when that dude got hired by the Vikings out of Cleveland. You realize how many times I had to fucking rehearse that? I had to say it 3 times an hour. It was not good.
Your
I only-
inner theater kid showing up, talking about getting shoved in a goddamn locker.
Yeah, fucking
God.
Dylan Gabriel on the pod trying to defend himself.
They're about the same height, so yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them in the same place? Me
Sure
neither.
Good point. A good point.
Brandon, are you keeping or cutting them?
I hate doing it for the first one, but I think you got to keep him. Jamal was a monster for the beginning of his career.
All right, Jamal Adams, keep for Brandon, cut for Mike.
I thought Mike
No,
was
I'm
keeping
keeping
two.
him.
No,
I'm
don't
actually
cut
keeping
him.
him.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I'm 100%
Scream
keeping
cut to
Jamal
be an
Adams.
asshole.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I did scream cut to be an asshole.
Next up, Julio Jones.
Yeah, I'm gonna
What are you
keep.
setting us up for?
I'm gonna keep.
I don't know.
I'm doubling down.
Yeah, I gotta keep Julio. Like, that's sacrilegious if I don't.
All right, so guys have used 2 of your keeps so far.
That was one of the.
Remember,
Browns
you got to
picks, by the way.
cut 4 of these people at some point.
Yeah.
All right, Brandon, we'll lead off with you this time. Vernon Davis, keep or cut?
Based on how this list is going, I'm gonna cut him, but I'm not gonna feel good about it.
Shit. I'll cut him.
See, we could have been co-GMs, Mike.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
run.
so you guys have done the same thing so far.
I know.
Mike, we're going to go back to you. Pac-Man Jones.
Pac-Man! I want him for the memes, and because I know I'll never have a boring time in a strip club, I'm cutting him.
Oh, wants him for the memes, but cutting him. Got it.
Wants him for the vibes, but also I don't want my team to go to jail and or prison.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Pac-Man. I can't.
All right, so
I'm
both
taking
cuts
anyone
for
that appeared on
Pac-Man.
a Crime and Sports episode.
All right, next up, Brandon, going to you first. Justin Herbert.
Wow, keep.
Okay.
I'm
Mike.
gonna cut. I want to see where this keeps going. I know there's one guy. There's one man I'm going to get stuck with because there's one man I remember and I know.
Hit me.
All right, next up, Mike, we're going to you first. Richard Seymour.
Seymour.
He's 6? Really?
Yeah, in 2001, he is the furthest back I could find.
Would this be
At least in terms of like making this in a quick, short time frame.
Are we on 5? Would this be my third cut?
This will be... No, Mike, this will either be your 4th cut or your 3rd keep. This is the 6th person.
Cut him. Got him.
Wow.
We're going for it.
All right, so Mike has to keep the next 2 people.
Tell me he's there, but
So,
don't actually tell me.
I've got a... Yeah, I think I know what's coming here as well.
I don't think you do.
So I have to keep one more and cut 2?
If you decide to keep him, yes. No, if you...
So
Sorry.
there's 3 left. I have to keep one more, cut
Yeah.
2 more.
Correct,
I
yeah. So
will
you either keep him...
Cut Richard Seymour.
How are you cutting Richard Seymour?
'Cause
The
I feel
man's
like
a
you're
Hall
setting
of
yourself
Famer.
up for something.
I mean, I do it because I'm a jackass. I don't know why
All
Brandon
right,
does it.
well,
Gimme,
Mike,
gimme.
you are keeping Barkevius
Yes!
Mingo.
There it is!
The boy! We got him.
Fuck Richard Seymour.
Brandon,
Package
are you
secured.
keeping or cutting Barkman?
Pac-Man.
Is this gonna come down between Barkevius Mingo and Justin Gilbert? You motherfucker.
Justin Gilbert wasn't number
He
6.
wasn't 6? Okay. That's
No,
what I was worried
I
about.
think he
a
was
second.
7 or 8.
I thought he was 8.
It can't get that much worse than Mingo, so I'm cutting him and praying.
All right.
What do we got?
So both Brandon and Mike, you guys are keeping
Morris?
the silver dollar himself, Daniel Jones.
Let's go! I can live with this! All-time vibes.
Enjoy 2 quarterbacks, idiot.
So,
I got Justin
Just
Herbert
running-
backing up Daniel Jones. I'm chilling.
running down the list, we have Mike keeping Jamal Adams, Julio Jones, cutting Vernon Davis, Hall of Famer, Richard Seymour, Hall of Famer, Pac-Man Jones, and Justin Herbert, and keeping Barkevius Mingo and
You
Daniel
cut
Jones.
Herbert?
I sure did.
I wanted to see where those last two were gonna land.
And Brandon keeping Jamal Adams, Julio Jones, Daniel Jones, and Justin Herbert, and cutting Vernon Davis, Richard Seymour, Pac-Man Jones, and Barkevius Mingo.
Listen,
Nice.
not my best performance, but I still think I won this exercise.
You have, yeah.
I was really hoping Malik Neighbors was gonna be in one of those last two.
He was too high up on the, like, he was the most recent number 6 pick.
Yeah. I don't
No, he
know.
wasn't. Never mind. No, Ashton Genty.
That was
My
Jets,
bad.
Yeah,
But still,
it
like,
would've been Genty.
he doesn't have enough game tape. I tried to keep it to people who have been around enough to know who they are. Neighbors could have gone full BTJ on us this season and been absolute dog shit.
I'm just so happy Barkevius Mingo made the cut. There's no way that guy wasn't making it, and I'm so happy.
It was I needed to put a Brown on there just to like tie it in to us having the 6th overall pick and how bad it could be, because we've had 2 in the last 25 years, and it was Barkevius Mingo or Kellen Winslow Jr.
Oh, God.
Oh, that would have been good.
So
Helen Winslow at
absolute-
least showed promise for a minute before it
absolute
became a massive
trash of a
pervert.
player. Yeah, before he started masturbating openly on the team planes.
That's how you assert dominance, man. I don't know what to tell you.
Better football player than he was a person. Than that.
It's not a high
he
bar.
also was featured on a Crime and Sports episode.
Sure was, and that was
Yeah.
fucking wild.
Jimmy James, come on the pod, defend yourselves.
Well, you don't have to defend. You can host the pod. I mean, just
That too, yeah.
just feel free. We'll take it. All right.
Okay, now I'm done.
Thank you, Pat. That was fun. I'm glad you threw that in. That was worth going over. All right, guys. Well, only 2 podcasts left, at least for our regularly scheduled programming. Again, maybe we'll toss in something like we did last year with the draft, whatever it might be. But Super Bowl preview, and then we'll obviously recap everything, recap the season, make fun of our awful takes again one more time. But until next week, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.